She had spent years living a life that seemed perfect. From the outside, everyone admired her, her career, her home, her relationships, her reputation. People envied what they saw, believing she had it all together. But appearances can be deceptive. Behind the curated smiles and polite nods, her heart was heavy with secrets. Her life was comfortable, yes, but it was built on a lie she told herself every day to avoid confrontation, to avoid pain, to avoid disappointment. Comfort is seductive. It promises safety, security, and stability. But what comfort often does is it cages you. She had everything she thought she wanted, but her soul felt restless, trapped in a golden prison of conformity and fear. Every morning, she woke up with the gnawing feeling that she was betraying herself, that her own truth was being silenced, hidden behind polite words and easy routines. It wasn't easy to admit that her life was a lie, not to herself, and certainly not to anyone else. Courage is never demanded, it is chosen. And choosing courage meant facing the truth she had avoided for years. It meant questioning relationships that no longer nurtured her spirit. It meant confronting the parts of her life that were convenient but hollow. At first, fear whispered loudly. Fear told her she would be alone, that she would lose friends, respect, even love. Fear painted a bleak picture of the future, a world where she had nothing if she left the comfort she had built. But she also knew that living inauthentically was slowly eroding her from the inside. Every lie she accepted as reality felt like a chain tightening around her heart. There came a day, a quiet moment of clarity, when she realized that the cost of staying comfortable was far higher than the cost of stepping into the unknown. She realized that living a lie was stealing years from her life, years she could have spent truly living, truly loving, truly being herself. Courage doesn't roar. Sometimes it whispers in the quiet moments of reflection, demanding that you act before it's too late. She began by making small choices, saying no when she wanted to, speaking honestly even when it felt dangerous, refusing to smile when it felt dishonest. These were tiny rebellions at first, almost imperceptible. But each honest word and each deliberate action chipped away at the comfortable lie she had been living. Choosing courage over comfort required sacrifices she hadn't anticipated. Some relationships ended abruptly. Some people judged her for being difficult or selfish. Some doors she thought were safe slammed shut in her face. And yet, with every loss, she discovered that her life had been waiting for her honesty all along. The discomfort of truth was far lighter than the weight of pretense she had carried for years. She realized that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward even when fear is present. It is choosing what is right for your soul, not what is easiest for your circumstances. And the moment she embraced this principle, she felt a liberation unlike anything she had experienced. Her work, her relationships, even her everyday routines began to transform. She attracted people who valued honesty over appearances. She created spaces where she could breathe without hiding. She learned to set boundaries firmly, yet compassionately, protecting her peace above all else. And with every step, she felt the invisible chains of comfort fall away, replaced by the lightness of authenticity. Courage is contagious. She began to inspire others simply by living her truth. Friends who had long been trapped in their own comfortable lies began to see what was possible. Family members who had clung to tradition learned that it was never too late to choose authenticity. She became proof that comfort is seductive, but courage is transformative. The journey was not linear. There were days she doubted herself. Days she questioned whether she had made the right choices. Days when fear whispered again, louder than ever, threatening to pull her back into old habits. And every time it did, she remembered the truth, that comfort without courage is a gilded cage, and living inside it only prolongs suffering. She also realized that courage does not always demand grand gestures. Sometimes it is quiet, choosing honesty in a meeting, speaking up in a conversation, walking away from a relationship that no longer serves you. These small acts accumulate, and over time, they become unshakable strength. Eventually, Her life became a reflection of who she truly was, not who she thought she had to be, not who the world expected, not who she had convinced herself to be for the sake of comfort. She built a life that resonated with her soul, a life that was messy, challenging, and real, but profoundly liberating. And it was worth every moment of fear, every loss, every uncomfortable choice. Because she had finally chosen herself, and in doing so, she discovered that authenticity is the most powerful form of courage. By the time she looked back, she could see clearly how every lie she had once tolerated had been a lesson, every moment of fear a guide, and every challenge a stepping stone toward this freedom. For anyone watching this story, courage is not reserved for the extraordinary. It is available to everyone willing to step away from the familiar and confront the truth of their own lies. It may be terrifying. It may be uncomfortable. It may demand sacrifices you cannot yet imagine, but it is the only way to live fully, honestly, and powerfully. She chose courage over comfort, and in doing so, she found life. She found peace. She found freedom. And she found herself. So if you are living a comfortable lie, remember, fear will always whisper, but courage will always call louder. And the first step toward your authentic life begins the moment you answer that call.